These giants of the north are more than just fluffy coats and powerful builds. Alaskan Malamutes carry an ancient legacy etched into their very DNA, a history deeply intertwined with the harsh, unforgiving Arctic. Their survival, and that of the Malamute peoples they served, depended on a remarkable ability to not just endure, but thrive in extreme cold. This adaptation is not merely about having thick fur. It's a complex system of physiological and anatomical traits honed over thousands of years. From their specialized paws that act like snowshoes to the intricate way their bodies manage heat, every part of a Malamute is a testament to its cold weather heritage. The most visible defense against the cold is the Malamute's incredible double coat. This isn't just one layer of fur, but two distinct types working in perfect harmony. The outer layer consists of long, coarse guard hairs. These are oily and water-resistant, acting like a protective shell that sheds snow and blocks wind. They prevent moisture from reaching the skin, which is crucial for staying warm. Beneath this shield lies the undercoat, a dense woolly and soft layer. This undercoat is the primary insulator, trapping a layer of warm air right next to the dog's body, much like the down in a high-quality winter jacket. The thickness of this undercoat can change dramatically with the seasons, growing incredibly dense in the winter and shedding profusely in the spring. This coat is so effective that a Malamute can comfortably sleep outdoors in sub-zero temperatures, often curling into a tight ball with its bushy tail wrapped over its nose. This nose-to-tail posture is an instinctive behavior that serves a dual purpose. It conserves body heat by minimizing the surface area exposed to the cold, and the tail acts as a filter, warming the frigid air before it's inhaled into the lungs. This protects the sensitive respiratory tract from the shock of breathing in icy air. It's a simple, elegant solution engineered by nature for Arctic survival. Beyond the coat, the Malamute's entire body is built for cold climates. They have a relatively low surface area-to-volume ratio, which is a common trait in cold-adapted animals. This compact, stocky build helps to minimize heat loss. Their ears are small and thickly furred, reducing the risk of frostbite in sensitive extremities. Even their paws are specially adapted. They are large, webbed, and have thick, tough pads, allowing them to walk on top of snow like natural snowshoes. The fur between their pads provides extra insulation and traction on icy surfaces, preventing slips and protecting the pads from the freezing ground. Internally, their physiology is just as impressive. Alaskan Malamutes have a circulatory system designed to handle the cold. A process known as countercurrent heat exchange occurs in their legs. Arteries carrying warm blood down to the paws run right alongside veins carrying cold blood back up to the body. As the warm arterial blood flows down, it heats the cooler venous blood returning to the core. This process efficiently warms the blood before it re-enters the body, conserving core temperature while still supplying necessary circulation to the paws to prevent them from freezing. It's a biological heat exchanger that allows them to stand and walk on ice and snow for extended periods without significant heat loss. Metabolically, Malamutes are incredibly efficient. Their bodies are adapted to conserve energy, a vital trait when food could be scarce in the Arctic. Their slower metabolism allows them to get the most out of every calorie, and their system is geared towards running on a high-fat diet, which was historically provided by fish and seal blubber. This ability to efficiently burn fat for sustained energy is what powered them as they pulled heavy sleds over vast, frozen landscapes for days on end. However, these remarkable adaptations for the cold create a significant vulnerability to heat. The same features that make a Malamute a king in the snow make it susceptible to overheating in warmer climates. That dense double coat, which is so brilliant at trapping heat, becomes a dangerous liability when the ambient temperature rises. They cannot simply take off their winter jacket. While they do shed their undercoat in the spring, the process is not instantaneous, and they still retain a significant amount of insulation from their guard hairs. Unlike humans, dogs cannot sweat through their skin to cool down. Their primary method of thermoregulation is panting. Panting allows for evaporative cooling as air moves over the moist surfaces of the tongue and respiratory tract. While effective to a point, it's a much less efficient system than sweating, especially in high humidity where evaporation is slowed. For a breed as heavily insulated as the Malamute, panting alone is often not enough to dissipate the immense amount of heat their bodies can trap. In warm weather, a Malamute's body works overtime trying to stay cool. Their heart rate increases as they pump blood to the surface of their skin in an attempt to release heat. This places significant strain on their cardiovascular system. The risk of heat stroke becomes a constant and serious concern. Heat stroke is a life-threatening emergency in dogs, and for a Malamute, it can happen frighteningly fast. Signs include excessive panting, drooling, bright red gums, lethargy, stumbling, and disorientation. Once the body's core temperature reaches a critical level, it can lead to organ failure and irreversible damage. Therefore, owners in temperate or hot climates must take extraordinary precautions. Providing constant access to shade and fresh, cool water is non-negotiable. Air conditioning is not a luxury, but a necessity for a Malamute's well-being indoors. Exercise must be strictly limited to the coolest parts of the day, such as early morning or late evening. Even a short walk in the midday sun can be dangerous. High-intensity activities like running or pulling should be avoided entirely during hot months. Many well-meaning owners believe that shaving a Malamute's coat will help them stay cool. However, this is a dangerous misconception. The double coat, while insulating against cold, also provides some protection against the heat. The outer guard hairs reflect sunlight, and the trapped layer of air can act as a buffer against the external temperature. Shaving the coat removes this natural protection, exposing their skin directly to the sun and increasing the risk of sunburn and heatstroke. It also disrupts the natural shedding cycle and can lead to the fur growing back improperly, permanently damaging its texture and function. Instead of shaving, regular and thorough grooming is key. Brushing out the loose undercoat helps improve air circulation to the skin without compromising the protective outer layer. Cooling mats, kiddie pools, and wet towels can all be effective tools to help a Malamute manage heat. Their love for water isn't just for fun. It's an instinctive way to cool down. Allowing them to swim or simply lie in cool water can make a world of difference. Understanding and respecting the Alaskan Malamute's Arctic physiology is the foundation of responsible ownership. Their incredible resilience in the cold is matched by their profound vulnerability in the heat. Providing a safe, cool environment is not just about comfort. It is a fundamental requirement for their health and survival, ensuring this majestic breed can thrive, no matter where they call home.